I've seen her before. She's very talented, very funny.
Goldie, you've got me.
She's right now. No, we don't. We got another one. That's right. Sorry, Doug. We got Doug. I almost skipped over the co-producer of the show. I told you. You see, it's just fucking with me. The education, I was trying to delete it, but it's making me dumber in other ways. And I'm sorry about that, Doug. I was just, going with it. I was very blinded by the blue hair because she's in American Spirit, and you were not. So you're in some white heaven-like room, which is making me think of my last meth trip. So on that wonderful note, we've got Doug X coming to the stage, juggling. I feel like I'm tripping out. I hope that's what I'm seeing, because I'm seeing juggling. I think
I'm not juggling. I have no idea what you're talking about. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing a lot of shit. You don't want to know what I'm seeing. It's going to make it the rest of y'all bad trip. Take it away, Doug.
Hi, everybody. Nathan was saying about having a bad haircut. I've had this haircut for the last 10 years. I dated one girl and she cut her clippers and she shaved my head, and I was like, I'm never going to a barber again. I'm just done. I didn't know it was that easy. It's one of the things, like, people show you how to do something one time and then you know how to do it forever, right? I learned to give myself a bad haircut, and I saved myself thousands of dollars on other bad haircuts. So, it wasn't, just look at his face. The hair is not the problem. All right, people are like, oh man, if your hair look better. I'm like, a shit sandwich with cucumbers is still a shit sandwich, all right? The hair is not the problem, all right? That's why I wear sunglasses. The more my face I cover, the better. That's public service right there. That's pro bono work. I'm an attorney. That's my day job. I'm a lawyer, and the courts are open, which I'm really glad. I mean, I'm mixed feelings, because I feel if the courts aren't open, am I really a lawyer? It's like, it's a Zen Cohen, right? That's C-O-H-E-N, lawyer. And so I'm glad the courts are open, but that requires people to wear masks to keep it safe. And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but there's no one I trust more than criminal defendants to commit to the social contract and keep everybody else safe.
Appreciate that.
I mean, what better group of people could I ask for to be surrounded by in a time of pandemic when we have to cooperate? And then I went to the case, and actually, I went to the Orange County Courthouse, and everybody was wearing masks. And I was like, this is great. This is great. Really, I was wrong about this. The judge comes out. He's not wearing a mask.
That's
what am I going to say, right? I bitch about it. My client gets a warrant. I mean, that's not a direct punishment on me, but that's still not good. So I don't know. I mean, that's just what I'm seeing in the courts. And I tried. I went to a sheriff at one of the criminal courts, and I said, hey, there are people not wearing masks in the hallways. He's like, I can't do anything about that. A sheriff, your whole job is to make people do things they don't want to do. You got a fucking gun in your hip, and you can't make people wear masks. So yeah, I'm a little upset about that. Let's see. But yeah, so my day job is an attorney. I graduated in 2010, which was the worst legal economy since the Great Depression. So, missed it by one. And, my first job was I volunteered to do a divorce case for a woman. It was pro bono. She had very little property. And turns out that like my one class in family law left me woefully unprepared to do divorce law. And there's an organization called Public Law Center, and I've done a lot of work for them since. And they would send me like worksheets on how to like work through this stuff. But for the reason, no one at the Public Law Center was returning my calls or emails. So I was trying to figure out how to do a divorce with no experience whatsoever. So I went to the library and got one of those self-help divorce books. What was that? Oh, anyway, so I had a library book. That was my guide. And I kept coming to the clerk, and the clerk kept rejecting my documents because I was getting it wrong. But he would tell me like what was right. I'd come back and fix it like the next day. I think he started to feel sorry for me. I haven't gotten consistent rejection like that since I tried to take the California DMV test, and I failed it 6 times in one day. You can't do that anymore. But when I first came to California from Alaska and from Newport, Rhode Island, because I came to California twice, that you could just keep taking the test over and over. So I didn't study because I'm like, I'll just learn from my mistakes, which has been my approach to relationships. I just keep making a mistake, like the same mistake over and over again, and hope that I'll learn, and then surprise myself. So that was my first experience in law. And at the actual hearing, because eventually I got all the documents right after way too many times, and what should have been a 6-month process took 9 months, but hey, it was free, so she couldn't complain too much. And the husband shows up, and he comes to me because he trusts me because I'm wearing a suit, which is a really bad idea. And he asks me, he says, hey, do I have to be here? And I say, you realize I'm not on your side. I'm as far from your side as a person can go, and you're asking me for advice. That's really not a good life strategy. And he's like, and I said, but that being said, do you want to stop this divorce? He's like, no. I said, then get the hell out of here. And he did. He left. He took my word for it. I mean, but I was fair, right? I asked him, what do you want to happen? Because if you want to fight the divorce, that's your chance to fight it. He didn't want to fight it. He was happy. Like, like Ben was saying earlier, he was getting out of his jail sentence. Speaking of jail and prison, which is part of my job, is helping people not go to prison, which is just, some people say that's evil and makes society worse. And I say it's a God-given task. And because I feel good about getting out of bed in the morning, knowing that my purpose, I have a purpose, I have a reason for existing. I'm to help keep drunk drivers on the road.
Yeah.
All right. What higher calling can there be? And higher in the sense of alcohol intoxication. And that works better when it's at a bar and I can encourage people to drink, because I'm like, hey, keep drinking. I need more clients. But bar at your home, it doesn't help. I can encourage you to drink, but you're not going to go driving because you're home. This is really messing with my business plan. But you can face 9 years. You can face 9 years in prison, because I had a client facing this for one text message. One text message, you can face 9 years. Now, granted, it was a horrific fucking text message, because no matter how heartbroken you are, no matter how, it's okay to date, it's okay to if things go badly. I have a lot of experience with that. You can be heartbroken, but you can't text your ex-girlfriend, I'm probably gonna murder you. You can't do that. That's criminal threat. That's called.
I didn't say probably. Doesn't that leave some doubt, reasonable doubt?
You're stepping on my toes, Joel. You're stepping on me. You're stepping on my. You're emasculating me. So you think probably would create enough uncertainty, but actually California law says probably is pretty certain. I don't know. That's how California law interprets it. So what I would say to help you guys out in that scenario, to interject so it's not that specific, so you're not doing a terrorist threat. You want to say something a little bit less specific, something like there's a small but statistically significant probability something terrible is going to happen to you in the next 3 years. Or if you want to get a little bit more recherche, a little bit more obscure, a little more arcane, you might say something like, vis-a-vis our relationship, your existence resembles that of Schrodinger's cat.
Can y'all say that a little slower, please? What's that first word?
In the South and Midwest, if you want to get a little more recherche, you might say something like, vis-a-vis our recent relationship, your existence resembles that of Schrodinger's cat.
Okay.
So I said that in a bar, and there was 2 girls hanging on my every word, and that was the first time that's happened in a long time. And they said, really? When I finished up? And I said, it's arguable. That's what lawyers say, right? If you ask them, like, they either say it's arguable or no fucking way. Like if my client said to me once, he said, hey, if I kind of sort of pointed a gun at my girlfriend's baby daddy, is that assault with a firearm? I said, it's arguable. And he said, can I get a refund for this consultation? I said, no fucking way.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Okay, well, do I have anything useful to impart in 1 minute?
Of course.
Sure, I don't have anything useful to impart in 10 minutes. But I guess talk about, first you can find my website, dougxcomedy.com, D-O-U-G, the letter X, comedy.com. And you can find me on Twitter at Love is Cthulhu, which is the title of my book of poetry, Love is Cthulhu. And if you don't know what Cthulhu is, it's an eldritch arcane monster that consumes men's souls. So you can see my relationships have all gone well. I was once talking to a girl who was, you know, had enough bad judgment to date me. And I said something to upset her, because I do. And she goes, "You're lucky you're cute." And I said to her, "I'm lucky you're blind." And she said to me back, she, without missing a beat, she goes, "Hey, don't give me any shit. Maybe I like orcs." And that's the nice thing. And maybe I like orcs. O-R-C-S, like the monsters in Middle Earth. And I was like, that's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said to me. That's my time.
Woo! Doug X there. Got a high self-esteem. My baby liked your set. I just want to say, I just need to wipe something. I'm going to add some of the spray tan because I want to get real nice and pretty for our final guest. I rub that in. Trick is you just get a foundation. It's like 5 something more than your skin color. And you got a tan, you know, the boys like it. Doug knows all about that at the bar. Just pretend to be real interested in what they say. And, oh, wow, you're so smart. You're so funny. You're so funny. They're like that, the boys. They don't want you to be funny. You got to tell them they're funny. So just laugh at anything. Don't matter if it's not a joke. He's like, I was telling you about my dead mom. Still funny. So there you go. We got one more.